Now, whether or not he's really guilty of outrageous bullying, the departure of Dominic Raab as Justice Secretary and Deputy Prime Minister is a scalp for those civil servants less than keen on the government's political agenda. Having drawn blood, it's pretty clear who they, hostile media and the civil servants, will be setting their sights on next. The fearless and feisty Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, who has staked her reputation and built her entire political brand around one policy: stop the boats. Now, sometimes her language can be a bit clumsy and, in my view, needlessly inflammatory. But politics is all about messaging, and the message from Braverman is refreshingly clear in a world of politicians who are happiest resting their backsides on the fence. Suella Braverman sees it as her political raison d'etre to tackle the illegal migrant crossings, and although she may not speak in the measured tone you'd expect from a top lawyer, and she is a top lawyer, she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows the public are angry and have had enough. And this issue goes beyond her own position. It could seal Rishi Sunak's fate too, and the outcome of the next election. Writing in this weekend's Telegraph, Braverman signals that she's prepared to ignore European judges to start deportation flights to Rwanda. The Home Secretary said proposed new powers for ministers to disregard temporary injunctions by the European Court of Human Rights were crucial to delivering what was, let's not forget, a manifesto commitment to tackle this crisis. The illegal migrant crossings are, in my view, three things: an economic, national security and humanitarian disaster. Just recently, it's been revealed that 19 suspected terrorists have been among those who have made that perilous journey. Where are they now, and what are their plans for this country? It's an economic emergency too, as migrants are housed in hotels impacting those communities and costing the British taxpayer a cool £6 million a day. And it's a humanitarian disaster too, as thousands every year risk their lives in small boats, enriching the international gangsters who are making millions off the back of what is effectively human trafficking. Those crossing come from a safe country, France, and until recently many of their number were young Albanian men. Worth remembering that Albania is not a war-torn hellhole. They haven't had military conflict for a quarter of a century. Let's be honest, Albania is more peaceful than the bloody Isle of Wight. Those who do have the money to pay these evil gangsters who advertise their grim service on TikTok and Instagram are bankrolling a criminal business model with blood on its hands. They're also jumping the queue ahead of many thousands of people who deserve and must have asylum in this country. It was the three words of "Get Brexit Done" which decided the outcome of the last election. And in May or October of next year, three new ones will be resonating on the doorsteps of Britain: stop the boats. Now, Braverman is braver than most men. It's my view that, as with Margaret Thatcher, Braverman will prove you don't have to be popular to win respect or to win power. Instead, tell voters what you're going to do and get on and do it. As well as a rump of activist civil servants in the Home Office who have used notice boards to contradict government policy, there are plenty of high-profile media figures, including a few famous sports presenters, who would love to see the back of Braverman, because she is the antithesis of the North London-based political and media elite, who can afford luxury beliefs like an effective open borders policy. Why? Because they are financially and in practical terms shielded from its consequences. Braverman's position might be unfashionable in Islington, but the majority of Brits find the chaotic and sometimes tragic illegal crossings unacceptable in a modern, democratic and civilised country. She may be the next target following the political demise of Dominic Raab, but if she does what she says she's going to do, she won't be going anywhere. If Braverman stops the boats, there will be no stopping her.